Okay, so let's start. Let's take it on the road. And this time I'm going to take it to the motorway. I'm showing you what this car does. So now we're approaching the M1 and I will put the car on sports mode. So basically this car is a V6, as I mentioned before, 3.5 V6 petrol engine. It's producing itself, I think, 300 brake horsepower. With the electric motor engine, it's another 200 brake horsepower, but together combined, it just produces 350 brake horsepower. But because you've got the electric motor, you get this extra push when you are accelerating. So this vehicle is very much in the V8 engine segments sort of performance, and on the motorway it just flies. It's really, I mentioned, it's a rocket, and it will remind me of the E63 AMG that I have driven in the past. It's very, very fast. So I'm going to show you what the performance is like. There's a vehicle in front of me. We'll take it off. I will override it very fast. Now, just going to show you what this rocket is about. We've got this instant performance that is just phenomenal. And you really get this performance, immediate torque, pushing. It's just phenomenal. And when you're doing 70 miles an hour, it's only got 1000 RPM. It shows you how much the engine is quite comfortable in driving high speed. And whenever you need it to actually accelerate, you press onto the accelerator and it's right there. And so the performance is just outstanding. Just overtakes very, very easily and quickly. So very, very interesting, and again, very relaxed to drive. Steering wheel right at the center, placement, seats, everything. You could do a long driving, absolutely no problem. You won't get any backache. Seats super comfy, and the driving is sensational. Even if you're putting it onto normal mode, now this is normal mode. When you're pressing on the accelerator, you will get, you know, a decent amount of power as well. So I'm going to overtake the truck in front of me, and the car is just a rocket. It just flies. So it's quite an impressive engine with a CVT gearbox and the electric motor. All of these combined works beautifully for a 3.5 V6 engine. The performance with a 4-cylinder wouldn't be the same, and that's why I think the 3.5 V6 is ideal. It just makes a good blend of performance, and at the same time you basically drive like a V8 engine, and you still have the fuel economy of a 520D F10 BMW, which is crazy, because I had an E63 AMG, and every couple of days I had to go to the petrol station and refill it. This is not the case. It will give you a fantastic performance, and you'll save a lot of money on fuel. Put it onto sports mode. And it's just a rocket. Performance outstanding. You can definitely feel it's not lacking in power. And what's nicer also, when you're driving, you know, within reasonable speed, the engine is not too loud. If you want to overtake, then you've got this explosion power. You've also got the cruise control that you can basically put it on, which is now set, and when you do long distances, then it's great. You don't have to think about pressing on the accelerator. You'll drive within speed limit or within a certain speed. And the car is fairly quiet. It's just comfortable for long distances and super comfy, as I said. Suspensions are nice and soft, not too firm. Again, taking off, very impressive. It's not a car that lacks power. It really is moving beautifully around. And you can see, apart from hearing the indicator, but it's electric mode right now. Put it back onto normal, and It's quite a pleasant vehicle. Wow, I'm just witnessing here another GS 250 right there. That's very rare. Right here to the left, a GS 250 driving next to man, exactly the same color. That is extremely rare. I cannot believe I'm driving past a GS 250. That's a very special occasion. I'd like to think you get an idea about the power this car delivers. It's certainly not lacking. The GS 450 for me has got the right blend between economy, fuel economy and the power. And it also encourages you to drive quite sensibly. Right now EV mode is on, so you stop into traffic, no problem. You're driving complete electric right now, so it's wonderful. You have a power on the motorway, driving into town, you use the EV mode like right now, and you know, this is brilliant. And so you've got a bit of a blend between electric motor and normal fossil engines. So for me, being a petrol-head car lover, I think I would want to hear the engine a little bit. So full electric, it's maybe that one day it will come for me, but right now I'm not quite ready yet. But you know, driving on electric mode, still doing something for the environment, I guess. And also it's self-charging, so the idea of plug-in for me is not a move that is futuristic. I think it's a bit old-fashioned, but self-charging makes a lot more sense. You don't have to worry about the cable and finding a spot where you can charge a vehicle. I don't have time for that. All I do is I go to the petrol station and I refill the fuel maybe once every 2 weeks, and I'm doing an average between, now because we can't drive very much, maybe at the moment 50 miles a week. That's not a lot, but it's just, you know, going to the local shops, can't do much driving. In fact, I've not taken my car to the motorway for a long time, you know, since the whole lockdown began. So that was the first little trip driving around, which was really pleasant. Nice to feel that the vehicle can still deliver the power that you need whenever you're driving around, doing long distances. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So we're still driving on electric mode, so the car is not using the V6 engine, just electric mode. As we go along, it's doing 30 miles an hour, just under 30 miles an hour, and it's a lovely feel. So you got a bit of a blend between the V6 electric motor, driving in town. It just makes sense, perfect sense to me. I had diesel cars for many years, and I don't think I could ever go back to that. The BMW was a diesel car, 520D, before the Lexus, and now that I know what the hybrid is about, I really love it. I think it's just a very good way of getting this vehicle to be more sensible towards the environment. So that GS 250 just left us. Oh my word, another white GS 300H. Can't believe this. Wow, today is a very special day. We're seeing a lot of white GS cars. and I hope you enjoyed the drive on the motorway and also back in town. And well, it's quite unusual seeing a GS 250 and also a GS 300H all of the same color. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Bye bye now.